Hi guys, in this lesson we are doing volume, so you should have already done surface area. If you haven't, then please don't watch this video yet, rather do the surface area video first, so that you can go this in the same sequence as your friends. Okay, cool. So rule off after the last work, write the heading volume, and then continue with this video. Okay, so we're going to start with rectangular prism. The nice thing about volume is that it's basically the area formula of the shape multiplied by the height. Okay, so the volume would be the area of the base shape times the height. Okay, so in this case here, my base shape is a rectangle, so I know that the area of the base shape is length times breadth. So the volume formula for a rectangular prism is length times breadth times height. Okay, so there's my base, here's my height. So my base shape would be length times breadth, which is 8 times 3, times my height, which is 5, will be equal to 120 centimeters cubed because you're working with volume. Okay, yeah, so that's it. So that's literally just the formula for the area, the volume of a rectangular prism, length times breadth times height. Let's move on to triangular prism. So pause the video if you're still working through this. Okay, so my triangular prism, again, is the area of the base shape times height. Okay, so what's the base shape of triangular prism? A triangle. So that means the area of the base shape is a half base times height multiplied by big height. Okay, big height is basically the length of the shape. So how wide the shape is, almost like you've stretched the shape. So take that any way you want it. A lot of people refer to it as the depth of the shape. You can also call it that. Okay, so in this case here, looking at only the area of the triangle, it would be a half of the base times height, so a half of 5 times 6, multiplied by the depth of the shape, so how long the shape is, that's 12 centimeters. Okay, so if I plug those values in, a half of 5 times 6 times 12 will be equal to 180 centimeters cubed. Okay, don't forget that cubed because we're working with volume. Then, and you'll need to just pause the video if you are still writing down, and I'm sure most of you are, we're going to move on to triangular prisms. Oh, we just did triangular prisms. We're going to move on to cylinders. Okay, your cylinder is, again, the same type of formula, so the area of the base shape times the height. So the area of the base shape, that's the base shape is a circle. So basically I'm going to be saying, what's the area of a circle? It's pi r squared. So the formula for the volume will be pi r squared times height. So there it is there, pi r squared times height. R, which is my radius, is equal to 3. And the height, which is the height or the depth of the shape, is equal to 8. And if I plug that into my calculator, pi times 9, which is 3 squared, times 8 will be equal to this number with lots of decimals. And if I round that off to 2 decimal places, the 4 is basically gonna not change that 9. I don't know how to say it in another way. Basically it rounds down, doesn't round up, so it's not going to round up to 20, it's going to stay 19 because it is less than 5. Alright, for homework, I would like you to do exercise 19.2 on page 227. You're going to do 1A, which has 4 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to do question number 3. Okay, so all in all, there's 5 questions for you to do. This is what it looks like. Okay, so you're going to work out the volume of these 4 solids. And you're also going to work out number 3 here. Alright, if you need to take a screenshot, you can. Otherwise, this is on Google Classroom.